Hello, everybody. I'm Scott. Hello, everybody. I'm Scott, and I love bodybuilding. Hello, everybody. I'm not sure if YouTube has fixed the problem with live streams cutting off. And not only do they cut off, but then you can't get access to the part of the live stream that has already transpired. So I'm going to keep this short because I noticed I can usually get to 20 minutes before it cuts off. So let's go. So here's my notes here. You guys know I script everything whenever I can to deal with my aging memory. Hello, everybody. I'm Scott, and I love bodybuilding. Yeah. Whoa, baby. I did this at a competition. I can't do it during the mandatory poses. It's not part of a mandatory pose, but during the free pose, when I can do any poses I want, I do a front double bicep, thumbs tucked in like this, elbows just above shoulder length, above shoulder height, flex and squeeze. And then I did this twice. I thought it was really cute. And then I went to the next pose. Okay, let me get my notes back up here again. Welcome to my live stream. Here you can use the chat to ask ask any question you want. Go ahead, ask whatever you want. If I don't want to answer it, I'll just tell you. But if you don't know what to ask, you can ask about fitness questions, diet, workout, getting bigger muscles. Yeah, baby. Bodybuilding, supplements, ask me about clean eating, ask about contest prep, cardio, reps and sets, fitness, lifestyle, whatever question you got, go ahead and ask me. Let me hit the lights so you can see me a little bit better. There. Maybe that'll compensate for my low quality camera. Now, ask me the questions and I'll do my best to give you some good answers. Okay. Now, let's see what's in my notes here. When people watch the live stream, I'll totally focus on you, your questions, what you want to know. But when no one's watching, which is most of the time, people watch this after it gets posted, but during the live stream, haven't managed to figure out how to get people to watch. That's okay. No problem. Current stats. I'm 5 feet 8 inches, as always. That stat hasn't changed, although it will as I get older. They tell me someday I'll be 5'7". That is 174 centimeters tall. 5'8", 174 centimeters. I'm 84 kg, about 1 kg less than a couple weeks ago. That is some little bit of muscle loss and mostly fat loss. Fat's going down. Getting ready for the super cool competition that I'm going to tell you about in a couple minutes. And the one after that, which I am trying so hard to sign up for, Mr. Universe competition here in Taipei, in New Taipei City. But I'll get to that. So get a good, there we go. I want you to be able to see my packs. Let's see. Please consider joining as a member. You guys are all probably subscribed to the channel, but members, you pay a small fee. It's really not much. And that money goes directly to competition fees, spray tan fee, yearly dues fee, also upgrading my amazing equipment that I use for making these videos, upgrading all the audio and video equipment and such. So I use it for all that, to get better content and to go to more competitions. But you don't have to. That's totally fine. This is YouTube. You can watch, and YouTube's got their own way of making money, and they share a little bit with me too. Now, about the competition, before I get to the questions. If you guys don't ask me questions, then I have some questions that have been asked already. I'll give you some answers to those. There is a competition coming up in June, and it's first one like this in Taiwan. The Hualien local Taiwan bodybuilding organization in Hualien. It's on the east coast of Taiwan, right next to the ocean. And they have partnered with a night market. Okay. If you ever come visit Asia, you can go to night markets are popular in every Asian country that I know about. Certainly in China, mainland, and in Taiwan and Hong Kong. So go to a night market. You'll see what it's like. It's pretty cool. This night market in Hualien is pretty big. They're not all so big. They don't have space for a bodybuilding competition, but this one does. This one's got a stage. There's room for all that. And this competition is going to be kind of like what I saw growing up. It was still before my time, but I saw videos of bodybuilders on beaches in California and elsewhere, flexing and posing on some sort of makeshift or stage, and it's all outside. Bodybuilding competitions were outside before they came inside. And so, man, I hopped on this, and I'm planning on competing in that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to be outside at the night market, and it's going to bring bodybuilding really up close to a whole bunch of people that would never go to a bodybuilding show. There's no tickets, no cost. Anyone who's at that night market walking by can stop and take a look and see this is what bodybuilding is. So I'm very excited about that Taiwanese will have a chance. These Taiwanese at that night market that night will be able to see this. It's going to be really cool. And it's because it's a little bit, I don't want to say free for all, but it's a little, can't control everything so well in this outdoor venue. So it's going to be a lot easier to get more videos, more backstage videos, more front of stage audience perspective videos. And so I think I'll have a lot to share with you. I just hope that I have the body to not embarrass you guys. My fans. I don't want to embarrass you guys. Don't embarrass myself either. So now that competition is supposed to be my warm-up competition for the you ready for this? Turn on echo. Mr. Universe competition. The IFBB, not IFBB Pro. Those are the Mannion brothers in the USA. This is IFBB, the original group. They elect a president, and they are currently have a Spanish president. They're currently in Spain. Okay, and they move around based on who's been elected president. They resurrected the Mr. Universe competition, and now it's Mr. Universe competitions, and they're having these all over the world. And there's going to be one in New Taipei City, New Taipei. This is where I live. I might say I live in Taipei, but I actually live in New Taipei City. Right, touches it, right close. And so I think this is going to be pretty cool. They're giving away pro cards, which, I ain't going to get one of those. That boat sailed, bro. But the opportunity and the chance to be in this are going to be really cool. But I got to qualify. It took me weeks and weeks to figure out how to register for this competition. And I just don't think it should take that long for some poor, dumb muscle guys to figure out how to sign up for a competition. But I finally got it. And just today I got an email with, you got to do this and this and this, this qualification process. It's a competition that is in August. in the United States, and I live in Taiwan, and even if you do live in the US, this is in Miami. You might live over in California. Holy cow. So, and this competition is after the competition here in Taiwan. So, in lieu of placing in the top 5 in my division, which would be the old guys division, the USA representative for IFBB is going to let me send him some photos showing me posing in the 7 various mandatory poses. And then he and the head judge will evaluate to see if I'm competitive. My competitiveness is good enough. So I sent him some pictures of me alone on stage, and I sent him some pictures, on purpose of me on stage at competitions with other bodybuilders around me to show that, I placed, second in this competition and third in this competition in my division, the old guys division. So given the competition here, the level of competition in Taiwan, I'm competition worthy. I wanted to help them see that just in case they're not familiar with what's going on in Taiwan. So hopefully, hey, we'll see how it goes. Sweet man, thank you for the comment. Here's your chance. You got me. But like I said, I'm going to cut this short right around 20 minutes at the most because I just keep losing these. Thank you, YouTube. So I don't trust that they've solved the problem yet. So what else is going on? That competition in Hualien, and that leads to the big competition, the Mr. Universe competition. After that, there are two other local competitions. There's no requirement. There's no need to qualify for those. So I'll definitely be joining those and send you lots of pictures and videos of those. So now, the best part, if you got any questions, ask them now. And if you don't, I got some questions here that people have asked me. Let's see. Somebody somewhere asked me on social media, what's my favorite muscle? And I love them all. I love them all. I have to say, the hamstrings are probably my least favorite muscle. Okay. I just don't think it's a great looking muscle. I think it's kind of a little ugly from the back straight on. On the sides, though, the hamstring is a beautiful muscle. Every other muscle in the body is my favorite muscle. I love them all. They're all beautiful. Biceps, and when you're younger and you can get a better peak, if you've got the genes for it, and you can get a split between the two heads of the muscle. Oh man, that's really beautiful. And again, when you're old, nothing improves as you get older. It all goes downhill. But you can see the striations here on the right here, especially. But you can see these go all across. I can draw striations and dream about it. But as my body fat goes down, I might get 1, maybe 2, maybe striations. Those are just the muscle fibers. And, if you peel the skin down, ew, gross, then you would see these cords, kind of strings, and that's the muscle fibers. So I'll be trying to show those off as best I can. So that question, easy to answer. I don't have a favorite. I love them all, except like I said, head on view of hamstrings, like, the guy's bending over and showing off the hamstrings. That's not a pretty muscle from that angle. Here's a question. How much protein do I eat every day? It's fairly stable. So whether I'm getting ready for a competition or not, the protein stays pretty much the same. And it's about 1.5 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. So let's say I don't know how much I weigh in. So anyways, there's the formula for you. And if you calculate, I'm 80 right now. I'm an 84 kg body weight. Now you got to convert 84 kg to pounds and then multiply that by 1.5 and multiply it by 2, and then somewhere in that range, because I'm not going for Mr. Olympia here. Come on, I don't need to be exact every day with the amount of protein. It's not going to be, it's not going to, it's not going to change much. Okay, it's not gonna, it doesn't really matter. So, but I try to hit in that range every day, and that's good enough. It's probably 20, 40, 60, 120 to, I'm just really quickly guessing. I used to know this, maybe 300 grams protein, but do the calculation and see what you come up with. Write some comments, and later I can comment on this when I've got my little calculator and I can do all that. Okay. Someone wants to know, somewhere on social media, someone asked me, how do I make a living in Taiwan? What's my day job? I'm a writer, so I write stuff. And I can write anything except good stuff. I'm not a great writer, but I write speeches, press releases, advertising stuff, product information, detail things for PowerPoint slides. And I also have a part-time job, which is my little tutoring company that I made called Lucy Tutoring. And that is, I write all the lessons for that, all the English lessons. And I really enjoy that. I've been writing since high school. I wrote for the student newspaper. And off and on, I've been writing my whole life for this or that, whatever. Even when I was a computer guy, I would be writing memos and proposals every day and every week. So love that. That is the day job. But I'm 56. So I can retire. I can retire anytime now. Might not be my day job forever. Okay. Last question, and then I'm going to stop this before YouTube screws it up on me. Do I have any plans for an OnlyFans page? What is OnlyFans? I might have one of those somewhere. I don't know. If you look on my social media, you might discover one. Or if you ask me in the comments, I might be able to direct you toward some, if I understand what this OnlyFans thing is. I'm really not too sure, maybe. So yeah, I got one. Yeah. And just comment on it, and I don't want to, everyone's watching. This is I don't think there's any age limit set on this video. I didn't do that. So I'll save that for the comments, maybe. Okay, that's it, guys. Until the next live stream, happy flexing. Have a good day. Love ya.